Hey guys, this is Sara Quiriconi, Live Free Warrior. This is episode 4 of Uncut, and I appreciate all the feedback you've been giving. It's been a lot of positive things, and even if you're not writing in, I'm getting some private messages saying that these are helpful and that I'm touching maybe more people than I expected with these open, informative, and just personal experiences. That's really what this is about. Today I'm taking you really, really personal. This is one of my older diaries. In a time that was probably some of my heaviest shit I was going through with eating disorders. And in this particular time is when I was going through cancer treatment. What I'm going to be reading from here is really eating disorder based. In a time that I was supposed to be being kind to my body, and when I was going through chemotherapy, that you would think someone would ease off themselves or figure, oh, I gotta cut this shit out. But it's not that easy. When you're enveloped in something like an eating disorder, that becomes part of your lifestyle and your way of dealing and coping with things. Some of these features in segments that are in my journals, I'll be featuring in the book that I'm writing. It's called Living Cancer Free. And whether you have been through cancer yourself or you know someone, the idea of the book is a compilation of all things that I wish I knew, I wish that I had from my own personal experiences when I was going through cancer. It's really for anybody, and it's a way of living free, but also being clean. So here goes. November 23rd. I need to figure some things out. I lost my voice, so I have had more time to do some thinking instead of speaking. I wish I could just wake up one morning, the sooner the better, and have something snap in my mind telling me not to think about food as a thing to revolve around and let it run my life. Rather, think I'm going to be content with the way my life is and stop certain thoughts. I need my mind to rest. It doesn't stop. I wake up in the morning and start thinking of a list of things I need to do and also try to organize it in the most time-efficient way. The possibility that something changes along the way is okay, but the idea of empty space with nothing to do makes my mind go crazy. That's one page from here. This is a full book. Being honest, my mind still does that sometimes. Having big pockets of space, I say, what can I do to fill it? Now, thankfully, I don't act on the eating disorder as a tool, but that's where movement comes in. And I practice yoga, go for a walk. I find other tools that I have in the back of my pocket that I can use. And thankfully, with some time and some effort that I've been able to pick up those tools. And that's what I want to share with you, that the mindset doesn't stop, but the tools that you enact on can change. And that's really when I touch upon that I wish something would snap in my mind telling me not to think about food as a thing to revolve around, to let food run my life. Now, the truth is, I run my life, right? I allowed food to run it for me. In the same way, for a while, I allowed alcohol to run my life. At the end of the day, I choose what I want to run my life, and choosing to allow it to be my body and its needs, and then employing the mind, right? Because the mind can really just take off, and that can be a part of the struggle itself, is you're allowing the mind to do all of the thinking and the action planning. Right? But it's really about what the body needs as well, and that's where it's, does my body need rest? Do I need to watch a movie? Is it time for some Netflix or reading a magazine? You know, sometimes it's not always physical, but to start to take in different tools to use. So it's choosing what to allow in when you choose to no longer rely on other sources. I still love to be time efficient, but damn, plans change all the time. That's been a real big practice of yoga for me, is knowing that things are going to not go the way I planned it, and you just got to go with the flow of it in the moment, and trust the universe and that it has a better plan. A lot of the things that have just fallen, and it's like, what the hell at the time, they ended up being some of the best things that happened for me. If it was plans that didn't happen, a trip that I took by myself that I ended up meeting my now husband, that there were jobs, when I lost my job from Hill Holiday in advertising, that's where I found yoga. So all these things that I couldn't see where they were leading up to in the moment, that they created a path for where I am today. That's episode 4, a little bit of insight from my diary. I want to know too, do you like hearing things from the diary? I'll be featuring more of these in the book that I'm currently writing, but also in these videos too. This is a personal look from my life when I was in my early 20s. So it's about as raw and real and honest as you're going to get from my mind and the feedback of where I am now. Thanks for tuning in, warriors. Wishing you a strong week ahead, and have faith and choose the path that you want to take, because in the end, you run your life.